Hey, good evening, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here for another actual unplanned art stream. For the second consecutive night, my evening plans have been canceled. So I'm going to take the opportunity to do some more photo editing because it needs doing. So good evening, everyone. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you had a good day today. It's only been 24 hours since I last saw you. So normally on Tuesday evenings now in the fall, I do choir. I'm a part of a local choir. But rehearsal was canceled this evening because there was a family emergency. The director had a family emergency. So the singing that I would otherwise be doing is not happening this evening. So that loss is your gain, and also my gain, because there's still stuff that... Still, a bunch of stuff that I need to work on. And we're going to bounce around a bit tonight. We're going to pick up a bit where I left off yesterday, editing the images from the maternity shoot with my friend McKenna. And then we're going to bounce around. There's some new dead things that I need to edit. And we have a mix of stuff tonight. So we are, again, picking up where we left off. So there. And pick up I shall. So there. Okay. So hopefully you'll just spend the next couple hours and we'll just chill. Oh, maybe not just yet. Not a whole lot needs to be done on this one, I think. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Black and white, my first love. That might be a little much. There we go. I like that. There we are. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. I don't think we really need to do a whole lot of the shadow detail department. Not really. Not a whole lot. Yeah, this one, again, didn't look like it needed a whole lot. Yep, so cute. Let's do one of you three. I like actually that one the best. Of the three there. So yeah, let's do that one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This time, let's not have Shane's arm hanging off just in the ether. Tone down the red just a bit. Not much. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. What do we have so far? So far, it seems to be a very quiet evening. By the time we got to the end last night, it was a freaking party in here. Tuesday's your hibernation. You're all asleep. So, I get it. No judgment. let's shift to one or two of the film ones. Edited 1, 2, 3. I worked on 4 of them last night. Let's see if we can do. Let's see if we can do this one. Got the little one playing with the octopus there. So this was shot on Ilford Delta 100 speed film, which is when I shoot film in studio. It's the standard film I use, Ilford Delta 100. Tone down our highlight just a bit here. Bit bright. We want some bright, but not too crazy bright. Don't really need to do anything on the shadow detail. We've got plenty of that. Bring down the background just a bit here. Oh, wrong layer. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Those of you who are presently watching, you've got an ad break about to come up. For those of you watching live on Twitch, anyway. If you're watching this at a later date on YouTube, well, well done. Doesn't appear to be really anyone online watching me at the moment, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to bring up things like secret chat and, talking about, start playing Battle Block Theater music and we busted out the kazoo. Which, yeah, I will say is in good fun. I do enjoy doing that. All right, we have some dust and scratches to play with. Because all these negatives, they're all scanned. I scan them in first. Will you stop it? So most film scanners have they have a setting on them which is called digital ice. It's unfortunately it's unfortunate name given our current timeline and all that horse crap. But what it is it's it's image correction enhancement, and it works on color negatives like a dream. Like, it works beautifully for color, but not so much for black and white negatives, because there's no color information to use in image correction. Because that's how it works. It uses so if you had like a scratch on a color negative, if you scanned it using with a digital ice setting, it would use the color information that surrounds that scratch to make its best guess on how that scratch gets corrected. And most of the time, it does a really, really good job of that. So, okay, let's zoom back out. Yeah, I think that's done a pretty good job. Right. I think one more film from this one, and then we're gonna bounce around because I've already worked on several images tonight. We did that. Yeah, we'll do this one. Last film one for tonight. Maybe. But I want to spend time trying to clone out some film damage. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll bump up some shadow detail here. And we'll turn the black down. Actually, do some nice vignetting. Oh, it's creating a bit of a halo effect. I see what we're doing now. Because the background is on a mask. Okay, I get it. I see. So we can't go too crazy. We cannot go too crazy. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. Still do some vignetting though. I like that. All right, let's see if we can clone out some of the some of the film damage that occurred in the lead up to the developing. So on the clone tool here. Interesting. I don't know why Twitch was telling me I was offline. I am most certainly not. Anyway. Alright. Let's see if we can fix this. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought might happen. All right. Oh. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, baseball is happening. Okay. It's better. Okay, not too bad. Now we'll go over here. Fix film damage from there. So if you weren't around yesterday, I was repairing. So a rare thing happened when I was leading up to developing this roll film. what had happened was that when I was loading up the film on the developing reel, it got caught. It got caught and it snagged and it was bunching up, which is, again, very rare that actually happens. But unfortunately it did, and when the film bunches up like that when I'm trying to load it, it causes damage. It creases the film. So what happens is it then creates these sort of crescent-like impressions in the film, which then I have to try to clone those out, and I did that had to do that in a couple of these images last night, and I'm doing it here. So it did not ruin the roll of film, thank goodness. It just made my job a little harder. No, what's more annoying is cloning out this frickin' dust and scratches. However, this is a much easier way of doing it than the old-fashioned way. What is the old-fashioned way, you ask? Well, when I learned how to make prints in the darkroom, I had to, if I saw specks of dust or little scratches like what you see me doing here, I would then have to take an incredibly fine paintbrush, very fine paintbrush, and I would have like almost a watercolor tray of just basically India ink diluted to the shade of gray that I need, and I would go in and I would very, very carefully and gently stipple out the speck of dust or what have you. And that was so annoying. It was so annoying. It was so frustrating. Cleaning up dust and scratches like this is so much more preferable than stippling with ink. Hands down. I'd much rather be doing the digital equivalent than actually than basically doing watercolor stipple. And the reason why I'm doing this here is because when I scan the negatives, despite my best efforts, as much as I try to clear off the scanner and, try to wipe down with microfiber cloth to get as much dust as I can off the film and the glass before I scan, it's just a fact of life. It is just a fact of life. Dust is going to get everywhere. That's just how it be. And there's nothing I can do about it. So there's my before and there's my after. I like that. I could probably bring some of the highlight back. right. You have an ad break coming up. My phone is going nuts. There is baseball happening, that's why. Hey, it's a wild, anxious doe who comes in right at the start of the ad break. We're about to change, change over to some other images, but because it's an ad break, where it means we're going to have complete and utter tonal whiplash because it's a secret. For those of you who are subscribers or ad blockers, okay, there you go. Ad break over. And now we're back to nice, gentle, nice Final Fantasy IX lo-fi sounds. We'll bring you the best in musical sounds these next 36 hours. And, yes, calm and relaxing. Complete tonal whiplash. Oh yeah, so we're going to switch images. We're going to switch up to a different set of images because I'm pretty much satisfied with the images from McKenna. So now we're going to shift over to some dead things. So dead things. I mean, we are getting closer to Halloween. So, we're getting, tis the spooky season. I mean, I'm already seeing houses in my neighborhood just completely deck out for Halloween. There's a house right across the street that's got like a 10-foot tall skeleton, and I'm sure that there's going to be a Jack Skellington to follow. So I went with my friend Mary to the Hudson City Cemetery in Hudson, New York. And we went there at the beginning of August, and it is one of the older cemeteries in this part of New York. It dates back to 1775 and is not really in use any longer. It still gets the very, very rare burial, but it is not in use anymore. I went there 4th of July, and I liked it so much that I went back for a second spin in this cemetery, so. But I don't think that's the one I want to start off with. I want to start off with you? No, I want to start off with you. I think I scared some people away during the ad break. They're not the real ones. Tone down some of those highlights a little bit. Don't want big, bright, sunny effect there, right at the in the corner. Well, I'm certainly glad I can provide it for you, Anxious to. Again, you're very lucky this evening because I'm normally in rehearsal. I'm in choir rehearsal this evening, but rehearsal was canceled. So I'm like, well, I've got more stuff to work on. So why not? But this is a pretty common sight in this particular cemetery. You have stones lying up against other stones. Like the initials on this one look like it says DG, which is absolutely not at all. It's either DC or DG or DC, and probably not related. And that's probably a footstone, if I had to hazard a guess. Yeah, again, unplanned photo stream. So, here you are. Now, what does it consider the subject? Now, if my bowling league gets canceled for tomorrow night, it won't. Not unless the bowling alley just suddenly sinks, it just blinks out of existence. But no, so between my game night on Monday got canceled and choir tonight, here we are. Oh, yes, that's much better. There's one speck of dust and scratches, so let's take care of that. A tiny civilization only named, yes. In the bowling alley or on the bowling alley, either works. All right, let's go to new folder. All right. And there's Mary right there. Actually. How do what? You didn't even. I did not. I did not. I was accompanied by a photographer for this one. So, we're almost halfway through tonight's proceedings, so just want to remind everyone out there, again, my name is Brian J. French. I'm a professional photographer, and if you are curious about what else I do, there's the link page, brianjfrench.card.co, and it takes you to my Instagram. Well, not anymore. Instagram, I don't have one anymore. My Vero, Patreon, Redbubble shop, website, all the different ways you can see what kind of art I do. Right now I'm editing some film that I shot. And if you feel so inclined, you like what you see tonight, give me a follow or throw some bits at me, or even if you are feeling generous, subscribe. I'm doing giveaways for every 10 subs. We are right now 1 out of 10 there, and for every 2,000 bits, I'll be doing a giveaway of one of my enamel pins, because I've got a significant collection of them. I've got a bunch, you see, and all monies I earn through Twitch go directly into my photography, so you'd be helping to support me and my artwork, so help me to keep making it. But again, thank you so much for being here this evening. All right, that's enough. That's enough of my spiel. So in the little, if you're typing in the chat box, there's a little icon in the chat box that says cheer, and it pulls up an amount of bits. And if you don't have any bits, you normally would be taken to a menu where you could buy some. Unless Twitch has recently changed their interface again, and because that's how I used to do it. Yes, that is exactly it. I think I've got too much vignette. don't need to do too much there. And now, because I feel like bouncing around, so after I got done shooting, because I actually did most of this on 35 millimeter, which I'm going to go back to right there. I took some images, some black and whites of some of my flowers growing back there, which I'll probably get to before tonight is all said and done. So this particular headstone really stuck out to me because I've never seen this. I've never seen this pattern anywhere else. We have the first name as Elizabeth, but it is carved in an S pattern. I've never seen that before. However, I have seen this bit of iconography. I have seen the finger pointing up. That's a pretty common thing in older headstones, like early American, like Revolutionary War, or even Puritan cemeteries, the finger pointing up. Yeah, I have never seen I've never seen such a headstone. And it's very creative. Yep, my music ran out. All right. Then we're going to switch to another. Okay. That's what I wanted. And let's do a subject mask. Oh, no. No extra white there. No, let's do a minus 1.75 on the vignette. Yes, good. All right, what is my... There we are. Yeah, I like that. Run the subject mask. Let's actually brighten you up just a little more. You stick out a little bit more. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I want. And let's go up here because I see some dangling. I saw I saw some scratch up there. Yes, I did. That's a bit obvious. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wonder if I can just do it. Remove spot. Yeah, that's better. Yes, fine, bot. I'll hydrate just for you. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Nice creative license here. Now, I know you were. And 35 millimeter is not something I shoot with very often anymore, so it was kind of nice to go back to the well a little bit. Like, basically, since I bought my medium format camera during COVID, that's kind of been the camera that's been getting all the love when I shoot film. Which, you know, I'm not totally surprised with. I mean, medium format is a better to me, a better film to shoot with because it's larger, which means you get more detailed images. It's basically the equivalent of getting more resolution when you have a larger film, a larger negative to work with. For film, yes, I now prefer medium format. I mean, I shot with 35 millimeter forever, so I mean, I don't abandon it entirely. But ever since I started using medium format for film, that has been my go-to. No, no, no. Let's not do that. However, I would love to shoot digitally, medium format. But unfortunately, at this point in my life, that a medium format digital camera is incredibly expensive. Like the camera that the medium format camera that I use, I bought on eBay during COVID. I bought that. I think it was almost $800, and that was just for the film camera. I haven't checked in a while, so now I'm gonna do it now, just to hurt myself. So again, my medium format camera I bought used for $800. At the moment, the only medium format digital camera that is still being made, or at least that's on the B&H website, brand new, $33,000. So, bit of a jump. Yeah, buying a brand new Hasselblad DSLR medium format costs as much as a fucking new car. So, if I wanted to get the digital version of the camera that I use, which is a Pentax medium format 645. I forget what the name of the... Oh, it's the 645Z. That's the digital version. So the digital version of my film camera, I'm looking at it now on eBay, just right now, just buying it used, just the body of the camera, no lenses, because the lenses would be interchangeable. Just the body used, $2,000. $2,000 is the lowest, but they range between $2,000 and $4,000. Just for the body of the of the digital version of my camera. Yeah, so as much as I would love to shoot digitally, medium format, unless someone drops $4,000 into my lap, that is going to remain a pipe dream for the foreseeable future. I like that. Let's see if I hold on to it. Oh, it was you that was on here. Okay, so it's been a while since I've looked through these. So we got that. That's got lens flare on it. Was it you I wanted? Doors to vaults? No. I'm just bouncing around. No, it was that one. That one I wanted. With the slanted cross. Don't know the significance of that. This one doesn't need a whole lot, I think. I think this will be the last cemetery one I do for the evening, because I want to spend a few things on. I'm going to go to some flowers next, and this does not need a whole lot. If I played any of the Fallen London games, I would get that reference. Cool. Okay. All right, let's go back to my roll that had the dead things on it. So since I had a few exposures left on that roll, we're going to go to my Black-Eyed Susans. We do have an ad break coming up, so you've got some forced capitalism and some upcoming tonal whiplash. Just forewarning. Just little bit, but in full color. One of these days, yes, I am going to... So, I won't be able to get away with One-Winged Angel, because I'm sure that would probably trip some copyright flag somewhere. But, you know. Or as Jay Renzella points out, this is his entrance music. I take pride in being a lovable goof, so thank you. And now, back to Serene. Quiet, calm, peaceful, elegant. Quiet dignity and grace. And now I get to play clone out the dust and scratches. I think I've got them all. Just about. Yeah. There we are. Actually, what I think I'd like to do... Subject mask. There we are. back to our 120 film. Good. Do a couple here. The whole field of them, and then we have some hydrangea, or some version of it. Once again, very little I need to do on this one. Just quick little touches. They do certainly pop. Especially on this film. We can go super high contrast, which I don't want to. And yes, I know. Stop it. Okay. All right, I think we're going to leave the world of black and white, and I think we're going to go to some color. We're going to go to one that I shot, a couple that I shot with my new point and shoot, actually. We're going to take some of the highlight out of there so that we can actually see the individual veins of the flower, because right now we can't as originally shot. So we're just going to tone down the highlight just a touch, just a little. Once again, right in front of my house. desaturate those greens just a little bit. Once again, thank you all for spending some of your Tuesday evening with me on this unexpected art stream. I'd been planning to do an art stream this Thursday, but between last night and tonight, don't think I'm going to have anything new for Thursday, but, you know. I just might do 2 Chrono Trigger streams this week. I just might do Chrono Trigger Thursday and Friday. Who knows? That'll be future me's decision. Oh no, looks like I need to do another photo shoot for more photos. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I am doing a photo shoot this weekend, if you didn't hear, I mentioned that yesterday. It's going to be of the not safe for work variety. So when the images from that, when I edit them, are going to be over on that other streaming site where I do all of my not safe for work stuff. That's going to be over on Picarto. Probably at some point next week. I did mention it. I mentioned it last night. I haven't mentioned it tonight. I just did now. Oh yes, that absolutely changes up. Flower, the star of the show here. All right, now then. Actually, I want to see something here. Undo set color, undo set color, undo color, undo color. I want to do a background mask, see if that does anything. As my bot keeps pointing out, if you are a fellow artist, I am part of a Discord community called the Web Creative Community. It is a community that has many, many creatives. So to join, sign up, share your stuff, get some feedback, or just be part of a really, really cool community. It's a pretty big community. Got a lot of Twitch streamers that are part of the Web Creative Community, myself included. And so if you want to join, there's the link right there, webcreativecommunity.org. All right, let's see if the background mask helps me do what I want to do. I think it will, actually. Somewhat. Not as much as I wanted it to. Okay. I still think that's cool, though. Just that little splash of red. I actually think I like that. So let's do a selective version of that. Cool. Oh, that came out blurry. That's unfortunate. No chicory from me. All right, fine. That also came out blurry. How about... Ah, hello. Let's get the lily in here. Baseball happened. Red Sox lost. Not a good time for the Red Sox to be losing 2 weeks before the end of the season. Not when they're fighting for a playoff spot. But I digress. Ooh, we have another ad break about to start. So, you know what that means. Get ready, everybody. That was definitely not the secret area music from Battle Block Theater. See, you put the idea in my head there, Anxious Doe. Never give the DM ideas. Never speculate that he's a werewolf, because when the DM hears, he will be. Yes, exactly. like that. I like that quite a lot. Yes, we are making the lily here the focus. Although I'd like the lily to be a bit brighter. There we go. That's better. How much time? Oh, I've got about 20 minutes in tonight's fun. Because regrettably, it is a work night, and I am in the office tomorrow. Blarg. Boo to commuting! Boo! What does this look like as a straight black and white? Ooh. I like that quite a bit. Oh, that's... No, I don't want to do that. I'm working on the background layer. I need to bring it up to the subject mask. Thank you. Now... What are you doing down there? I do like that, just as a straight black and white. Now let's do selective color. Let's do my friend's selective color. Just a full-on desaturate. Okay. Well, there are things that are not being captured in here. So as I see the masks have grayed out some of the stuff I don't want it to gray out. So that might be one that I work on in Affinity, which I will probably do later because I really like at least how this starts. Actually, you know what? I like this now. So let's go back to this. And let's open you in Affinity. Let's actually do that now. Yes. I do very much enjoy selective color. A lot. So, all right. So, since we're here, let's do... I know what let's do! Where is my... It's not freehand selection. Is it selection brush? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get part of that. Very probably, but that's okay. We'll just edit that out in a little bit. And the bot is telling me to hydrate, so I will. Actually, I'm going to start that again. And then when I get to nah, that's fine. Okay. And then we're going to select the inverse of that. I should have made a duplicate layer. And then we're going to the way I do this in Affinity is different than it is in Photoshop, so it's like I have to remember what I do here. That's what I do. Except I forgot to add do not want to invert, not yet. Now I want to invert. Duplicate layer. Adjustment. Not what I wanted. Invert selection. Thank you. Now we do. Thank you. Was that so hard? Okay. I'll edit you in a minute. Invert again. All right. Where is my color replacement? Eraser. No, 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 no. Ooh. There we go. Took me a second, but I got there in the end. Now I gotta go in for, like, fine detail. Oh, no, no, no. So now what I have to do is click off this. We're done. Deselect. Thank you. There we go. Just gonna make my brush smaller. Start doing this. This is our fine detail stuff. So this will be the last one I do for the evening. And then as per tradition, as per my custom, we'll do my recap. Bid y'all farewell. But again, thank you so much for spending some of your Tuesday evening with me on this another unexpected photo editing stream. I do very much, as always, appreciate the pleasure of your company. It is always, always, always appreciated. If I can provide a place for you to spend some time and relax for a couple hours, then I feel that I have done my job. And maybe I learned something about how I do my art. Because every artist is different, every photographer is different. There is no one correct, supreme way to do this. Okay. Scroll out so that it fits the screen. Oh! I missed one major area. Well, one incredibly noticeable area. I'm like, am I done? Nope, not yet. Here we are. There we are. Now, as for the layer itself... No! The hell did I just do? Thank you. Made me panic for a second there. All right. Well, first let me save this before I break it even more. That's what I wanted. I wanted to lighten that up just a bit so that it's not completely black. There we go. Still a learning curve to Affinity, everybody. All right. So with that, let's go through our recap. I'm going to close this so that it's not eating up all of my resources. So we've got a few places to bounce around this evening. So obviously there's the one I just did. But then we also have the black and white and just the straight color image of that. And then we got those two. And then we farted around in the with the Hudson City Cemetery. Along with a couple more images of some flowery things. And then we did these three. And then we did some more stuff with McKenna. What did we do this evening? I now have to sort it by date modified. So we started off with these two. And then we have those. And then the entire family. And then two film ones. And that was tonight's work. It was actually a very productive 2 hours. So, yeah, I'm glad. I'm very glad at how that wound up happening. So, cool. So, hopefully, I will be back on Thursday. Thursday is always a question mark to see what Thursday evening brings. But, it seems like I'm pretty much caught up on photo editing. So, Thursday and Friday... Friday definitely, but Thursday probably. You might get 2 Chrono Trigger streams. So, hope to see you around then. And then next week, we'll probably have some of the not safe for work variety of photos to edit. That'll be over on Picardo. So, hope to see you around. So again, thank you so much for your company. Let's see if there's any art streamers we can raid to. See if there's anybody I can spread the love to. Oh, we got Heeman. We've got Honeyed Crow playing Hollow Knight. Let's go to... Let's go to Ursa Crafta, who is currently doing some art. It looks like there's some pickle art going on. She's doing something with pickles. So we're going to raid Ursa Crafta. And I thank you again for the company, Anxious Do, always. All right, my friends, until I see you all again, stay healthy, stay safe, have a good one. Good night, and joy be with you all, everyone. Be well. See you soon.